Okay. How that is the whole 1 minute. Somebody wanted to join. Now it is live.
Oh, somebody else want to join, no?
Yeah. Yesterday they heard and they said that today we will definitely join. So I said it is that. So they messaged me saying that, is it live? I said yes, it is. So that is one of the answer what you have given. Okay. What about you, Lata?
See, you mentioned this dark crimson yellow light you have to see.
Or some bright light like the sun. If how it will be is, it is just like the morning sun or the evening sun. If it will be that red color, let's say that is everywhere, that same color doesn't change any better or any worse. But if you look at it, you want to keep on seeing it forever, just like the sunset, like what Bhatt used to explain some time ago, that I saw sunset at my home. It was so lovely and all that. You will find something like that.
So isn't what I see, this blue circle and all that, isn't it that?
No, it is there. No, that has to get clear. I mean, that will get cleared.
Meaning that is cleared means it will not be seen.
No, after removing all of that, you get only this white, or white in the sense, I don't know how to put that. It's just like the sunlight.
It's transparent light. I know what you said is I keep seeing that also. Sometimes it is not blue. It's not always blue. Sometimes it is transparent. I have told you before also.
Yes.
It's a transparent circle.
And that fills entire thing, meaning it fills your complete being as though you are something is lighting inside your body. Anyway, don't worry, whenever that happens, it happens. So since it doesn't happen, you have to just like we have in mathematics, let's assume x equal to so and so, something like that we have to do. Let's assume the light as whatever, red or white or transparent or whatever you can put that. So we have to start from there. So even if you put that it is red or crimson or blue or whatever it is, why don't you see it all the time? Again, the same question.
I see it all the time, no?
Okay.
Even now I see it.
Okay. No, that when you see it, you should become that. It shouldn't be two separate things.
Yeah, when I see it and look at it, I don't know what to say. I have this kind of centering feeling in my
Body.
Sometimes in the heart and sometimes in the navel.
Okay. Good.
So what is that?
No, that is also there. You are better, is what I can say. Meaning, than all the people who are experiencing something, you are far better.
Okay.
Meaning, what this would be is that when you see this brightest of the light, okay, first you will see it in some color, like what you're seeing. It will be in blue or violet or indigo or some color, because it is refracting. So then you will see in the centers one white kind of light or something like that.
Yes, one white color. Yes.
Let us say that spreads everywhere for you.
That white light.
That's what I'm talking.
Okay.
So just like the sun, when it rises up, you will see it as red, right?
Yes.
After some time, it becomes this white light, correct?
Yes.
Now, right at present, the sun is like that. You will not be able to see the redness anymore.
Yes, correct.
Originally, so when it becomes just warm, not hot. Right now it is hot, right?
Mm.
So when the sky is clear and when the sun just comes up, how is that? What do you feel about it?
Yeah, I understood. Yes,
You feel you don't require anything else other than that, right?
correct. That's true.
So that you should see it all 24 hours is what I said.
Okay.
No change, no becoming anything else. Okay, sometimes it becomes like this, white at present if you have sunlight. Okay, so it is white. You cannot put your eyes and see, right?
Yes.
The same experience you will get when you try to see it. So you'll not be able to see that light, but you can see that it is reflecting all the time.
Yeah, only one time I have felt this blinding light.
That
The
is
light I keep seeing always.
yes.
The blinding light was when I tried to do the Shanmukha Mudra. I think I told you.
Yes, you have told me. So that one, that blinding light, if you are able to see without any problem, just like at that time you won't be able to see it at all. Your eyes get shut the moment you see that light. Instead of that, your eyes are open. Then you will be able to see everything in this universe.
Okay.
And that is you. That is the universal you, which is all knowing, all encompassing, all reflection. Everything is in that. Now the question, why don't we see that all the time? I don't know whether Bhatt has experienced that dazzling light. If he has experience, it will be good.
I have no light experience. My experience is more of, I told you that using that, in some moments, suddenly like telepathy when it comes, that happens. Many telepathies work and it regularly happens. That is one thing. Other thing is every day in puja room, when I am in my mind is really in a very calm mode, and after that meditation, anywhere I touch my body, I get that feeling. After Gayatri and all that over, then
Right. Fine.
I get that kind of feeling. But a lighting, because during meditation I have not tried so much of lighting kind of meditation. My meditation is more of visualizing, not in the form of light, visualizing in the form of again with the I can say, see, generally people do meditation with the Ajna Chakra, right? Focusing there. I have not done that so much. Sometimes I used to do, and I used to get some feel. And I was thinking that feeling maybe because of when you close your eyes, now you can see, still you can see something in the form of light. I was thinking that is like a illusion kind of light which comes out of our closure of eyes. Not tried. I think I should try. Maybe I will try for 21 days regularly. Let me see what happens.
Yeah, that also is one way of doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the real reason why we can't see light is that we have not understood the body, and that's the reason you can't see the light. So first we need to have a body contemplation as indicated in Viveka Chudamani. Then it works. That means first we have to put the sadhana chatustaya completely, if we are going by Vedanta, and get into that Shad Sampatti without any fault. So if these two are done, that is the sadhana chatustaya is completed and the Shad Sampatti is got, and that's the reason it is called as Sampatti, that is wealth. So once we have established that, yama and niyama will get into place. Then you need to do the body contemplation. That is the Annamaya Kosha. And that opens up all the koshas. If we, again, going by Taittiriya Upanishad or the Vedanta way of Shankara, then you will then start seeing this light. And that is the reason we don't see it. So, what is the alternative now? Now we have to assume, say, x equal to sun or something like that, and start. So the two approaches are there. One approach is directly you do it, meaning you have to become a full-fledged Brahmin, meaning not going behind relationship, money and all that. You have to cut that off completely and become a Brahmana, and then do it. Then in few months time you should be able to experience it. The problem is that when we interact outside right now, the way we are interacting, there is a lot of distraction, there is a lot of things which are happening, and that doesn't allow us to do the body contemplation. So the second approach is the one what I'm talking about. That is to remember yourself that you are just that light. And when you start seeing that light, meaning when you start to visualize that you are the light, you get hindrances because the moral code of conduct has not been applied. So you need to then apply the 9 things what Shankara talks there. That is from that Viveka, Vairagya and all that. Or if you are going by Patanjali route, and the 10 things what he explains there as Yama and Niyama. And Buddha has given something else, so let's not go there. We'll only restrict ourselves to these 2. So if we are able to establish that in something like 49 days, then the remembrance becomes easy that you are light. Okay, so then comes the hindrance. So there are 5 hindrances. The first hindrance we were discussing yesterday before we went into other discussions relating to that is the sensuality, wherein we are not able to play the role as a role, but we are taking it as a person and doing it, and that is the one of the biggest obstacle for the light not to reflect. So this requires considerable practice when we are meeting people or interacting. So how do I do it is the question. So now one thing is, but for you, where is your wife right now? Where is she sitting?
In the ground floor.
Ground floor. Are you sure she's there on the ground floor? Or are you imagining that she's there in the ground floor?
Imagination.
Yes. So she's not there, right?
It's only my imagination.
Correct.
There is nothing called ground floor in that case from the reality.
No. Let us not go so fast. Now coming to the wife. So you are saying that the last scene before you came to first floor to attend to this, your last scene was in the ground floor. Correct?
Yeah.
By now she would have gone to the kitchen, she might have even gone to the restroom, she might have gone outside, she might have again come inside, she would have gone through the garden, she might have
so anything is possible. Yes.
Anything is possible. Right? So what is the reality right now? That she doesn't exist. That is the reality.
That is true.
So why don't you stay in that reality forever? That's the question. Now, whenever you see her, you talk to her. Whenever she is not there, you don't have to do anything, right?
Exactly, I'm practicing that. Where I'm practicing this one is when some anxiety comes, right, due to various reasons in a family. When the anxiety comes, for example, my wife will be throughout worrying about that. Maybe about daughters, maybe about own health, maybe what's happening around and all that. But my message there is, when some interaction happens, that time you have to act. Other thing, just have a very comfortable life. Why to worry? Worry will not solve the problem. It will only create problems. It's like a normal way what you talk. But what I mean in that place is, even what I practice nowadays is, when the issue is there in front of you, yes, you have to deal with the issue. When it is not there, why to worry unnecessarily? Don't even think about it. If you think, you'll have problems. Some things you have to think for the planning purpose. Okay, that is limited. Otherwise, simply worries. Don't do that. So she is from other side. She is the kind of person more attached and worried.
Fine. So if you are able to do that, then slowly you will get that light revealed.
But I am very rigorously practicing nowadays.
Okay.
It's more than 1 year almost.
Okay.
See, when it is not in front of us, why to worry? I think almost after my death of my mother, now this is what is there in my mind. Till then, it was so much of attachment. Then I was thinking whether suddenly what happened to me? I'm detached. And detached where? Actually not detached, it's more attached. And then I was thinking, no, this is not the right way to do. Anyway, she is not there in front of you in the form of this. And then there is no problem in worrying. Even at the same time, there is no need of even too much having joy also. It's all memory, not flashback.
Correct.
Just see, you have experienced that one. Experience, great, wonderful. Now you have a lot of other things to experience. Do that.
Nice. So if we are able to handle sensual sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, and touch, yeah, I think 5.
Yeah, in my case, when the mind I am awareness comes, then every time when I am dealing with the situations, and with the awareness I am able to take better decisions, I can say. But for example, sight, I don't think I have achieved to that level. Same with the sound, same with the taste. Because if I drink everyday coffee, for example, if I don't drink, I should not have any difference there. But that again comes to my mind, oh, I have not taken coffee today. That feeling comes. So that also should not come. And again, when eat food, somebody cooks, right? Wife cooks the food, I eat. It's very easy to say that, comments on that. This is good, this is not good. And see, that is also attachment, because attachment only I am doing. So I have not reached that stage, because I still feel that more process oriented, more of end result should be very good. That feeling is there, and I am attached to that. I am not able to detach. I think I have to practice. Whether it happens, doesn't happen, okay. If it happens, okay. Doesn't happen, maybe better. Don't worry.
Right.
Theoretically, I know. Practically, not done so far.
Okay. So first thing is the sensuality, and second thing which comes as a hindrance is the ill will. Ill will in the sense that...
What is that?
Ill will. You have a will and you feel not so comfortable, meaning you will have frustration, or you will have disappointment, or you will feel anger, or you will feel discontent or agitated or something like that, with yourself or with others. So again, that is related to the 5 senses only, meaning, like what you said, the food, if it is not properly prepared, you might not feel angry, but you will feel dissatisfied. or you will feel discontent about that food.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so when that discontentment happens, is that I'll finish it and then I'll let you know what really happens with all the 5 of them. So this is the ill will, or rather you can say disagreement, if you want to put it in another word. It's called a discontentment. Or if you are wanting to put it in a Sanskrit thing, it's called Daurmanasya. And this is one biggest obstacle what Patanjali talks about, Daurmanasya. That means your mind is so agitated that you don't know what to do. Meaning, it is not too big, but it is not too small either. So that is the thing. So example, if I can give you is that whenever my payment gets delayed, I keep on checking on my Daurmanasya. Okay, and I have to talk to enterprise pattern, and then I have to talk to you and then take it up and all that thing, and then behave as though I'm really frustrated. So I need to check whether I'm really frustrated, or I have to write in such a way that I show my frustration. So just for what I can say, just for the namesake, or just to act in that role, I have to put in so much of frustration. But while writing, I should also observe whether I'm getting frustrated that the money has not come and all that. And if it is, then there is Daurmanasya. That is the biggest obstacle to pass through, because it comes in every situation that we face. You will feel unhappy, or that becomes the cause for unhappiness, and it automatically closes that light. Yeah, Lata, you wanted to say something?
No.
Okay. So this is the second obstacle, and the third obstacle is slowness or sluggishness or sloth and all that. Meaning what happens here is that the mind will feel that anyway I have tomorrow. What is so urgency today? So this mumukshatva will not be there. Then it will say that, yeah, I am, I'm having family, I'm working, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Other people can do it. They say they are doing it, but they are also not doing it. They are pretending to do whatever they are saying they are doing. But I am also doing it. I am listening to so many discourses, and I am putting my effort, and it will come, and every book says that it will take its own time. So I think it will take time. I need to go through process, and I need to take steps. I cannot take all the steps at once, and I don't think so it is possible to take all the steps at once. Somebody might be possible, but in my case I have to go step by step approach, and then I have to experience both the life, or that is the family life and other things, and plus this spiritual. So let me put my energy in both the direction, and we'll do it. This is another hindrance what we face. Meaning we can come up with explanation that why we are doing like that. Meaning I have a family, I have a son, I have a daughter, I have a wife or husband or this and that, and then say that, look, if every responsibility has been done, then getting into it makes sense. Meaning then I have full time to get into it. Right now I am busy with so many things. The assumption we are making is that we are going to live longer, and that energy is going to stay with us after X number of years, maybe 50, 60, 70, whenever I think all my responsibilities are over and I start doing it. But unfortunately, that is not true. And today, if you see with this coronavirus and all that, the people who are dying are in all age groups. It need not be they're aged or whatever it is. They are going at a very young age also. And there are people who are old and they are not dead. They have recovered. I know one of the case of my wife's aunt or some relative. She's in her 88, 90s, and last year she had pneumonia and all those cases. 100 I thought. So she had COVID and she got pneumonia and she was staying in hospital for 2 months, and then she's now all right, back to normal at 80s, 88 or 87, 88 or whatever that age she is in. So now when can she start on this? She might not. So it need not be the age, but that is what the slowness or the sluggishness or sloth or this procrastination, all of that works in that way. So this is the third hindrance what we have. And the fourth hindrance is worry and restlessness, which create anxiety. So either we are anxious on jobs or we are anxious on family, and we are anxious on ourselves. So we have three things to be anxious about. Okay, this is another one, and that makes it very much restless. Meaning, and we are also restless about the tradition what we are in. That means if something else is there, that tradition we don't like. That again brings down to ill will, and ill will and restlessness feed on each other. Meaning, whenever I am not feeling comfortable, agitated, then I become restless, and as I become restless, it feeds on to agitation. So they become like a circular reference, if I could put a software word to it. So we would have this anxiety and restlessness, or worry and restlessness, as fourth one. And the fifth one is the doubt, the skeptical doubt which comes, that whether this route will give me realization, liberation or not, is most strongest doubt, like what we were discussing yesterday when Padma Shri started question. So the intellectualization and logical reasoning to a limited extent is good, but when we go very logical, very intellectual, then it gets into doubt. Because I doubt whether this will work. Like the other day when I was saying about you can spit food and try eating it, and you'll see what is there in the food. And that was looking very disgusting. So then the answer was, I have a doubt whether that is the right way of doing. But then when my senses are very much very gross, very sensual, I need to do that. There is no other way out. So Viveka Chudamani, if we were to go, then we have to go by body contemplation, which we don't do. Normally everybody skips it because they don't know why it is there in the first place. So most of the time we skip it. We don't want to really see what is written there. We just read it because it looks good. So then we know, I've understood about Annamaya Kosha, and there ends a matter. But actually we are supposed to contemplate on that. So we get their doubt. And it can go to any level of doubt, whether this will work or that will work and that other thing will work. And in that doubt comes a tradition and practice and the views, opinions, dogmas, and then the tradition, like the rituals, what is being followed. And I'm from so and so mutt, I'm from so and so community, I'm from so and so way of upbringing, so I don't want to give it up. And I doubt that other person, what he is saying, ever make any sense, because I know that it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So these are the 5 hindrances what each person has. So what we need to do is we need to watch over what these hindrances we ourselves have, and then try eliminating them. It can be sensuality, it can be ill will, it can be slowness or sluggishness, saying that what is urgency today, or anxiety, worry, and restlessness and doubt is the 5. And because we have these 5, we will not be able to see light. Because first thing we need to get an experience is 5 senses, how they arise and pass away. So that means we should be able to recognize that there is no relationship at all with anyone, because the sight, like if somebody were to ask, what were you doing 20 years ago? It's just a memory. And 20 days ago, again a memory. 2 hours ago is again a memory. 2 minutes ago is again a memory. So really, except for memory, there is nothing else. There is no reality. The reality was experienced at that time. Now it is only memory. So what it shows is that all the 5 senses cannot produce any result. They just arise and pass away. So in that sensation, we get a feeling, or we basically feel that she is my wife and he is my husband, and that is my daughter, this is my son, and all that. But in a real sense, it's just a memory. Like, but what you said, that your wife is sitting down, is a memory from the time you have left her. So she would have gone wherever she would have gone by now. She would have been in the kitchen, she would have gone out, she would have gone wherever. But then your mind says that the last scene was that she was in the living room of yours. So that is just a memory. So what we need to do in the senses is, when somebody comes, we need to connect them as Prithvi, Apo, Vayo, Tejo, Akasha. If we are able to do that, that is, recognize who is coming and then make it as 5 elements, then you are releasing the thought that she is my wife and husband and all that. Then you are removing the whole relationship itself, and then you will relax, because now you are that light, so you will be enjoying that, and then you are smiling basically, because now that you are deathless, so there is no longer anything to hold or experience. And because of that, you can now return back to the object of contemplation, which is the light. And whenever you get disturbed, you have to remember, recognize, release, relax, smile, and return back to the contemplation object. In anything you are doing, whether you are doing office work, or you are doing home related work, you are talking to daughter or son, or you're talking to the neighbor, or you're talking to whomever, this is what that needs to be done by all of us. Then in a matter of time, you will be that. Meaning, you tattvam asi. So you will become that. You will become that consciousness, which is pure and bright in everyone. And then you lose yourself in that. So you have self-realized. Yourself is realize what the truth is, and then you can liberate, because now you can give up everything. Does that make sense? So this is the practice.
Yeah, I think this controlling these panchendriyas, if you are able to do at least one after other, that's a huge achievement.
Yes.
I think in my case, out of 5, not even 1 is controlled. But Manas point of view, yes, control is coming then and there. That is because of this discussion. But Panchendriya point of view, no, it's running in the same way.
Yeah, and that is the reason we can't see the light.
But the experience of light, what Lata is getting, is it the same experience everybody should get it, or it can be different experience for different people? Because she is able to see like a light, the color and all that. In my case, it can be only vibration or calmness, peace of mind possible, right?
That is possible. That is the initial level, and then you will start seeing what she is also seeing.
See, it's mandatory to see the light. I thought then even if somebody doesn't see any light also, you can get liberated.
No, it is not mandatory or anything. You will see the light. See, ultimately it will reveal itself. See, the first shloka of Patanjali, it says, or rather second shloka, the first shloka is Atha yoga anushasanam, yoga chitta vritti nirodha. So when there is no vritti in the chittas, chitta is that light basically. Tada drashtu swarupe avasthanam. So you will see the light basically. Initially what happens, Lata, is that you might not see any light, but you will start to feel the calmness. Then it becomes very peaceful. Then your attitude towards life start changing, and one fine day you will see the light. It is, if I were to give a very proper example, have you seen a goldsmith?
Goldsmith, yes.
Okay, have you seen what he puts in order to make that gold shine? He will put it in the fire, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the golden light in that?
Yes.
That's exactly what you will see. Don't imagine now, because that will disturb whatever in the meditation. Just have to visualize that you're just a light. Just can be any light. The best is sunlight. Okay, you just have to visualize, because the other approach is that you have to clear off all the kleshas. Then only you'll see the light. So this approach is that you first assume X equal to sun and then start working. Otherwise...
So suddenly one question came to my mind. So is it that your aura, you see that as a light?
Yes, aura is the light.
The color of...
Aura is the light, so it will show all the colors and then it becomes white light.
Yeah. So whatever is your aura, that is what you see.
Yes.
Why I'm asking is because I see in the morning the ceiling full of light, right?
Yes.
So that is whatever that aura at that point of time is what is reflecting there.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
See, what we call as aura is the energy, and what we call as energy is the light.
Yeah, I understood. I just wanted to know that is what is whether that is the thing.
Yes, that is the thing, and you will also see that in others also you will be able to see, in you also you will be able to see.
Yeah, correct. Others I am not able to see. Even my own I am not able to see. Only when it is reflecting somewhere I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, sometimes when I close my eyes, I see, I always have told you, there's blue and blue and blue. Okay, and then sometimes in the middle, you see that bright red. Bright red circle or whatever, not actually a circle, I don't know what shape it is. And in the middle I see that fire color kind of a thing.
Yes, Lata, see the red color, see that the normal light consists of 3 basic colors: blue, yellow and red.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
No, that is the basic thing. Even if you go and watch your flame, you will find yellow, you will find red and you will find blue.
Yes.
So all those three represent Raga, Dvesha, Moha in certain proportions.
Mm.
Red is the color of, red is the color of Dvesha and yellow is the color of Raga.
Mm.
Okay, so blue color is Moha of, or it can be called as Avidya. Better than Moha, we can call it as Avidya, meaning you don't know that it is equanimity or it is Brahman. Brahman colored, like what we show as Krishna and Rama and all those colors, right? Blue color.
Yes.
Blue light, I think we had spoken about it last year, but
Yes. Yes.
I think we had
You have talked.
but this is again, I can repeat that, is that just like a blue flame will basically cook the food in a uniform way, right? This moha is uniformly there in everyone.
Mm.
So as long as we are associating with every person, every object and make it as mine, so that is what this blue color is all about. The reality is also blue, but it turns white the moment you see that you don't have delusion or avidya, that is ignorance. That yellow,
Yeah.
that light color, I don't know how to put that, transparent light or whatever we.
I understood because I've seen it.
Yeah.
Transparent light.
That should fill you from your head to the toe.
Mm.
And all the time. Then your ignorance is gone.
Mm.
And when ignorance is gone, what happens is that red and yellow also will merge with this light and becomes white light.
Yeah, okay. So that is one thing. So that when I close my eyes, I see this blue and then red and all will come and then finally all red and yellow, everything goes and only blue remains.
Yes.
Okay, and then when you concentrate on your Agya chakra, you see the space there.
Hmm.
You can see the clouds, so you can see whatever. It's like many things. I see the sun rising. I see the mountains. It is many things. It's like space. Sometimes it is a simple space that I am moving in a space, like a sky.
Correct. Which is correct.
Like a three-dimensional. It is not. It is like a three. It is
No.
not two-dimensional.
No. In your Agya chakra, whatever is happening outside is happening there also.
Yeah, correct. That's what I feel. There is another world there inside.
No, it is the same world. See, the another thing is that what you are enjoying than others is that you are able to see the world which is outside inside you.
Mm.
So there is nothing called as an internal to you and external to you. It is
And
just the world.
externality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you were to practice enough correctly, or it happens automatically for you, then what is going to happen is that it will be like what Bhatt was talking of telepathy. You will be able to see a person coming to your home. Even though he's not yet come, you are able to see him. You are able to see somebody going away from your home. Then you will be able to see that somebody is dying, somebody is born. All of that you will be able to see.
Mm.
Because you become transparent.
Yeah, correct.
So you are doing very good is what I can say.
Mm.
Only thing is that you have to actually quit the job and only do this. It will work faster.
Yeah, I think so because I don't have. If I am able to spend all the time, then it will be much faster.
Yes. So you are in a better place than any one of us. The hindrance for you is you have to quit the job.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for the last 2-3 days. How do I cut down my involvement in the job.
And that you will
So
never
should
be
I
able to.
cut off some roles or what? I'm just thinking. I have not even thought like that before. I was always thinking what more I can take
Yeah.
until 2 days back. The last 2 days, I'm really thinking, what should I cut off?
Yes. So in your case, you are better placed because anyway, your husband is earning, your daughter is almost in her going to her high school, is getting over, right? Now she's in 10th.
Yes, she's in 11th standard.
11th standard. So she's already moved out of 10th. Okay. So then, and you would have earned good amount of money for her if you were to put it on her. Anyway, you are not a zero income group like me. You are a you will still have a single income group. From a double income group, you will become a single income group. So if you were to completely focus your life on this, you will get realized and liberated in hardly 1 or 2 months. The choice is up to you.
Yeah, Vilas, I think this is interesting conversation. What happens? See, the entire life. I will take same Lata's case or similar case. Spiritually, good progress, and you have earning, everything is going well. The moment you are not an earning member, the kind of depression what happens to people, that is it possible to withstand that? That is the first question. And you need to have that power. Or it's like, you said that it may be possible for you in a few months. In that case, take a break of 1 year, see how it works, and have option. Then come back, right?
That is how.
But anyway, what is required is complete focus. Don't do anything else during this time, because office is really taking you back to that transaction world. So you be on your own. That is your suggestion, right? Is it completely quitting? See what you have done. Yes, you might have secured and all that, and you don't want to have a luxury life, and the spiritual life means no luxury there, naturally. So it may be okay for you, but your mindset is totally different. What I have seen compared to, I have seen so far in my life, people. It's a totally different. A person in the corporate life and then coming out and doing it. The people starting from, without income, and they're managing with the minimum income, dependent on their family and practicing spirituality. I have seen such people. But your case is totally different. You are earning and living. Now, if that practice in Lata's case, that mindset, it needs a very long time, right, for having that mindset. Because the moment you have one income in a family of 2 income, suddenly dropping by 50%. And without income, there is no support system, especially the people who are working here, unless you have your own agriculture property or some other rented or some other income. So overcoming is a very, very big challenge, because that challenge only your mind will not focus on the spirituality.
Yes, so the thing is like this, but now I will come to how these 5 hindrances are seen. Okay, now after I finish it, you can ask me, and then we can.
And also you can clarify this, because earlier our discussion was, you do whatever you are going to do in your life. That means you are working in a corporate. It's a very good place for you to practice spirituality in that world. Why not? In the war field, this Arjuna has done that spirituality. Why not in our normal office life, where we don't have that kind of such a big challenge to kill somebody? Practice there only and realize that may be a better field, right?
That is correct. So let us understand the 5 hindrance in a different way, and then we can answer that. So I will answer to that question. I have an answer for sure. So the first one about the sensuality is that it is like a runa. All these 5 senses makes you runa bandha. Okay, that means you need to have this income and this family, this, that one, all that is true, but you will be in runa all the time. So it becomes runanubandha with that 5 senses. So who becomes runanubandha is that consciousness which is called as you becomes anubandha, that is completely in bondage with the runa, which is like taking a loan, and it can never be repaid. So just imagine that you have cleared off all your loan. There is nothing, no loan to be paid. So right at present, if you look at, or if four of us were to look at our own life, you have sufficient money right now for a living, or in fact more than a normal living. And if we were to consider each one of our children, so coming through but is the senior most, the daughters are settled and there is nothing is required to be done for them, and property is there, land is there, everything is there. So that means it's coming out of your punya, which is you have almost ready for a cutting the runa. That means payoff. You have done what needs to be done on the runa. This is what sensuality is all about. But if we are attached to senses, we keep on creating runa. Okay. Now the choice. If you want to really enjoy the permanent bliss than the temporary feeling, then you have to clear off the runa. At present, four of us have ability to clear off the debt. There is no debt at all, because you are comfortable. There's nothing else which is required. So this is the first one. Second one, ill will. Right now, our bodies, four of our bodies, and the families associated with it, that is a wife or husband or children and all that, that is our own family members. Because of our punya and their punya both added together, they don't have any disease. Roga is not there. So what it really shows to us is that even though world outside has lot of roga, the new roga has come, so we can see that, but it has not affected us as we speak right now. So that means the ill will has not been too much for any disease to occupy and destroy the aura what we have. So that's a second thing what we can see. So the ill will equals disease. Then the sloth and torpor, sloth and sluggishness, what we can see is like a person doesn't know that he's in a prison, and that we can see in each one of us. We are not able to see that we are in a prison. We are thinking that we are not in a prison, and we are not seeing that all the people who are staying with us as family members are also prisoners. They are prisoners of their own karma. Nothing you can do about it. But yet the mind says that no, they are not prisoners, they are your family members. So this is the sluggishness which is all about. And the fourth one, restlessness and worry and anxiety, all that, they are like the dasi or the dasi or bonded people to the mind. So the mind is bound by itself and it doesn't want to let go of anything at all. So this is the dasa. And the fifth one, the skeptical doubt, is like running in a desert asking for water. Okay. Now we have to find a solution to it. Meaning solution to it is that we need to take a decision. That is sankalpa. That you will pay off the runa, you will become healthy. Third one is you will realize that you are in a prison. Fourth one is that you are not going to become a dasa of the senses. Fifth one is that you will go to a village and drink water, or to the city and drink water, rather than searching water in the desert. And let's say we have got that. That means we have the path that will take care of the desert situation. Then we know that we are bonded laborers. bound to the senses and you don't want to be bound to the senses, then we know that we are prisoners of our own karma. So there are all the people staying at home or at office or wherever, including the dogs and cats and all kind of animals, all kind of birds, all kind of creatures, what we see are bound by their own karma. Then we have seen that at present I don't have any disease and I have no idea what kind of disease will torment me as I get older. When the body becomes weaker, then the karma is going to change and I might suffer with many kind of diseases which might come due to my accumulated karma. So right at present I should not have any ill will towards myself or others, and at present I don't have anything of that. It's such a good karma, so I will be disease free. And finally, Runa Mukta. So liberated from sensuality and sensual pleasures. Now coming to the case of Lata. If she feels that her goal in life is realization and liberation, then she should take this decision irrespective of whether it makes prudence or not, because you can find a job some other time after you realize, if not ABB, some other company. Okay, so you can get a job, but you will not be able to get a realization if you miss now, until that is the goal. If the goal is not that, okay, I want to take it slow, enjoy, slowly mature into it, fine, no problem. You will get a chance whenever you are ready, in whichever life the person is ready. So it is all about setting oneself the goal and seeing whether he wants it right now or he wants it later, he or she. So if somebody wants it right now, I want to do it because I don't want to come back again and do the same thing again and again and again, and I don't know whether this sankalpa will ever be available when I die now and then some other life, how it comes, and again I have to go through this same grueling process of finding a guru, finding the right methodology, right philosophy and all of that, and everything should come into this complete friction, and then I am realized. And I don't know what compulsions I am going to get in my next life with the same wife or husband or children or whatever it is, because all of that, those prisoners are going to join back, a different set of prisoners, not the same prisoners, or maybe not a different prisoners but not the same prisoners in a different body. They appear in front of me and I need to do everything for them, and they have to do everything for me. In that way, again I create Runa, and again I will have ill will, again I will feel that why now, and again I will feel I am bound to the senses, and again I have a doubt whether this path is going to help me or not. So how sure I am to miss this opportunity in expectation that tomorrow or after I finish my life here and I'm going to get another life which I will be able to complete? This is the question. If we ask, then the answer is do it now than later, because you already done what you're supposed to do, monetarily or otherwise. So there is no need. So that mumukshvatva, urgency for liberation, will come. So that's the answer what I can give you. These are the 5 examples for those 5 hindrances.
Yeah, that's true. In this life, we have come this far.
Yes.
And this knowledge, I am sure it would have been there with me in some other life as well.
Correct.
Otherwise, with a little bit of practice, all this will not open up. I'm sure that even though it took 12 years to get to a good understanding, if I consider that I started with my 36th year and then 48th year is when I think you came. So if I look at that, I'm sure it would have been there in some other life, maybe in a much more advanced situation. I would have missed that, and then I came here. So that's a question I also ask myself always. But I want to miss this, and I don't want to miss it. That is also there in my mind.
Yep. So,
And if you miss it, you don't know in which other life it will open up in this way.
yes.
It may not happen for the next 10 lives. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
There is no
correct.
guarantee that that thought is going to come.
Correct.
So it should be now or never. And then only it works, otherwise it will not work. The human mind will always go for this slowness and sluggishness, or feeling that what's the urgency now? What has really happened in such a way that I need to do this? I'm so happy here. Because that prisoner feeling is not there. That is the problem. None of us feel that we are prisoners here. We in fact feel we are owners, not prisoner. And even though, Lata, the good news here is that we have this COVID virus which is killing so many people. Young people, old people, this people, that people, so much of fear, so much of anxiety, so much of frustration. We are seeing that. And yet we are not able to realize that we are prisoners. You don't have...
Correct. If you look at it, you can really understand that you are helpless and you are not in control of anything.
Yes. A prisoner can never have any control over any of the jails. And he is seeing the next cell members are dying. He cannot do anything. And he is also seeing his own cell, in his own cell, people are dying, whom he considered as some relative or whatever it is, or at least they are going to hospital. And they are taking pain. And yet he feels that no, nothing is going to happen to me. I am the owner. How stupid of it, actually.
So, as per the spiritual definition, this is the right time to think that life is unpredictable, uncontrollable, and perishable.
Yes, absolutely. No doubt. And that's a hindrance. See, if I were to go and ask this to 100 people, saying that, do you think you're in prison? They will say no.
We are in our own prison, so
No,
it's
no,
like
no, that is correct. But people, none of us will feel that we are prisoners. Because, see, thing is like this. We are able to go out, buy vegetables, fruits, groceries. Then we are able to go in the car or two-wheeler or whatever we have. Now this virus has come, so we are wearing mask and going, and that is prison, right? You are not able to do what you wanted to do, but still, and then you will say that, okay, this is virus is there, so we need to wear the mask and go, and we need to wear gloves or whatever it is, and then you take precautions. Why should you take precaution? If you are not a prisoner, why should you take precautions? You are a prisoner. So you have to do all of those things which are mandated. So you have to do that. And then also there is no guarantee. Okay, so
yeah, that's true. So actually, and that's where the problem starts, right? When we feel that we are in control and things go
as planned.
Against your expectations.
Correct.
And then all that ill will start.
Yes.
And worry, the restlessness and all that. In the beginning itself, you think, okay, nothing is in your control, and then just do what is needed to be done. Then all that agitations will not come.
Exactly. Exactly. That is true. So what the human mind thinks is that I will do something. So he keeps on postponing, or he or she keeps on postponing it for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see what is there. What is the urgency now? Let me enjoy. So instead of putting TV and looking at what lockdown and what how many COVID cases have come, how many are dead, how many are in hospital, oxygen cylinder, this and that. Had that person really worked out on these 5 hindrances, by now he would be the most happiest person, because everyone have to die one day. It doesn't matter, at least he is not coming back. But that person will see the TV, get agitated with politician, this politician, that politician. He will take law in his own hand. He will want to do something, or she wants to do something. They get worked up and all of that, which takes them to hell rather than going anywhere else. Because that much of anger, ill will, malicious intentions, all of that for money or for whatever it is, it's going to take that person more down than what he is today. It's so unfortunate, but that is what it is, because he's not able to see the hindrance. So that person is adding more runa to it, then he is adding more of this dvesha, his ill will, then he is postponing things like crazy because he doesn't know he's in a prison. Then he is so restless and so worried, so worked up, because he's become a dasa of the 5 senses, and he has doubt on everything in life. So 5 hindrances are so strong that nothing can uproot them. So he sees the world is real and suffers. And then he says that, no, I was wearing mask, I don't know how it came, and this came, some person was standing in front of me, and that person did not wear it properly. I think it came from him or something like that. And he struggles in life, he or she, and money goes away in hospital because they also want to fleece. So all of this happens. See that today, if you see, nobody has gratitude, nobody has humanity, nobody has compassion, nobody has loving kindness. You see, all of these traits are required for somebody to go up, and the exactly opposite traits are required for somebody to go down. So we can really see this in operation. And if I also get involved with it, I am also going along with them. Because I'm wasting my time in watching TV or watching news or whatever it is, and following everything and then getting worked up and all of that. So again, the choice becomes ours. So we have to remember that we are just a light, nothing else. In that light, everything is getting or coming into place. All manifestation, all animation that the body is animating is happening due to that consciousness, which is the light. 2, we need to recognize what hindrances are coming. 3, we need to release those hindrances. 4 is that we can now, when we release that thought, when we release that hindrances through moral binding, then we can relax, because those thoughts like ill will and all that will not come. Then you smile, because now you are able to see the light. Then return back to the object of contemplation, which is the light itself. And whenever something else comes up, repeat the whole process all over again. So for which, if you are able to do with the job also is good, but recommended is that if you feel that you have completed all your runa, that is accumulation of wealth and money and position and all that, it is better to walk away from there, because you are closing 50% of the issue by just being yourself, not going to office or interacting with people. So you're getting into mauna. So you're becoming more internalized rather than externalized. So you then have to deal only with the wife and daughter and son, or husband and daughter and son, or whatever combination we have, or children and the spouse, and that's it.
Okay, good. Today's was good.
So these are the 7 things what we can do and get released in 7 days, in 7 years, or 7 months, or whatever it is.
Yeah, it depends on the intensity which you do it.
Yes, so if you are able to do it all the time, definitely it is possible. You will see the light. Okay, that's all I had.
Okay.
But you have anything?
No, good discussion. Very good, very practical. And it makes a lot of sense. Use all the resources to achieve the final goal.
Yeah. And it depends on the
Don't
goal.
accumulate resource which is not really required to achieve the goal, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
So, yeah, Vilas, in my case, I have not put effort also to see the light, and I have not thought about it. Is it really required to do that kind of meditation to see that? Because naturally it is not coming to me. But intuition, yes, I am getting heavy intuitions. If I know that tomorrow that day is not going to be good, somebody is going to create some problem, it gives me information one day before that, okay, be prepared for this. A clear message I get. It's happening almost regularly, not only now, since many years.
No, it is good. See, that you have a lot of punya phala. So what happens here is that, but you, especially in your case, you need to contemplate like this. You need to look at all the punya phala. So from the beginning till today, you have good punya phala. So you have not suffered at all, to be honest. If you look from your young age till today, there is not much suffering you had, or very minimal when compared to any other person, both health wise and wealth wise. Okay, that's what I see through your eyes. I don't know, you have to tell me, because I'm talking about you.
I think you are right.
Okay, so now that is come out of your punya phala, and since you have done so much in your past lives, you have got everything going right. There's nothing in your life which has gone totally wrong than what you expected it to be. So
Yeah, correct.
so even though you came in touch with Satya Sai Baba, to Nityananda, to so many people whom you have met, okay, so you had done good things in your life, so everything has happened the way you thought it should happen. Okay, while your brothers were engaged in their what I can say, in the town, whereas you have established yourself in a total different way when compared to your brothers. So that means you have brought so much of good things, good punya phala, that even till date you are not suffering either through health, or through money not being there, or this not being there, or something that you need to do to your daughters, that they are not well established, so you have to do something, that also is not there. So basically this you have got it due to punya phala. So now you can use it in any way you want in this life, because that is punya phala.
So convert that punya phala into spirituality.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise you have to keep on accumulating punya phala. Simple. In the next life, you should have the same punya phala continuing, then only whatever you have enjoyed now will be there. What if something changes? Then what happens? You won't remember your past life. Okay. See, spiritual will take you to experience what you were in the past life also. Whereas the normal life, what we are leading today, but including religious, it doesn't give you your past life experience. So we won't even know what we were earlier and how much we have struggled to get here, and then only you will feel, oh, I should do something now.
See, my understanding of spirituality was religious. And I think since maybe 4 or 5, after joining ABB only I knew that spirituality and religion is different. Till then I was thinking religion itself is spirituality. But that's how it is built also, Sanatana Dharma.
Correct.
But now I can clearly see that is different and this is different.
Correct.
So this change has happened, I think, after interacting with you. That's a big shift.
Yes. So it is good that there is shift. So you work it out and you will see the light. Once you see the light, then you yourself will know what next to be done. Not that you should quit the job, or I'm not also asking Lata to quit her job. It's not about the job which matters.
It will give the direction.
Yes.
This journey will give the direction on its own, right?
Yes.
I agree with that. Because you will slowly start feeling that, oh, this is what is I should do for my life.
Yes. It's not about forcefully you should do something.
Yeah, correct. I think that is the word I wanted from you. Nothing can be done forcefully because then you will repent for it. It should happen in a way that it's convincing, and earlier you convince, it is better.
Yeah, for which once the slightly that curtain, that hindrance, which I spoke about, the 5 curtains what I spoke about, slightly they go off, then it reveals. That is why Patanjali also uses that 5 kleshas, or he calls them as klista. Pramana, Viparyaya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Smritayah. So presently we are in Nidra. We can't see anything. So we think whatever we are saying is right one. So we don't see what is coming. We only see what has gone. And then we say that, oh, this is what I experienced. No. It is coming out of from your own karma phala, and it goes away. Then something else will come, and that goes away, and something else will come, and that goes away.
Okay, let me ask one question. This is related to what I have observed. See, you had so much of potential to earn, but you are not earning it. And are you sure that you are investing all that time for our spirituality now?
Yes. Now nobody is even booking my slot. I'm so happy that nobody is booking, and I'm completely working on that spiritual all my waking life.
And are you really inside very happy and comfortable for this situation? Because no earning, and okay, your son is settling. I think that headache is slowly it's going away from you. He's already in the professional side, and you don't want to earn also. Maybe I don't know. Is it perfectly okay for you, or you think that you should still do something in the real world for keep you little more charging with money and parallelly practice spirituality, or you are perfectly okay to leave everything and do only spirituality?
No,
Because for you also the goal is same, right? No,
yes.
It's not same. That is your goal, and you are trying to understand. When the goal is same, why you have to do whatever you are doing now other than spirituality? Because you are still doing other than spirituality. You are engaged in something that may be 20-30% of your time now. Earlier it used to be more, because when you used to come to our office and all that. Because you used to interact with so many people. Every interaction is nothing but it will make you to interact next day. Because that person is interested, you are interested, next day communication.
Yeah.
It is again going in that direction. Because you are finding a problem solution for other person, not for yourself. What do you think about this?
Yes, so if I take it like I'm hungry and I'm eating, if I can bring it to that kind of thing, then there is no problem at all. Whether, let us say, I'm not averse to earning, but I'm not behind earning also. I'm not trying to say that I should not be earning. See, that is a wrong decision to take. And I'm not really going behind earning. See, if something comes up and somebody wants my help, let's say again some other company or the same company where I'm working, and they say that, look, we have this assignment for you. I'm not going to say no to it, because any food which comes, it's a food ultimately, right? It's a anna. So I'm not going to say that no, I don't want the anna at all. That is wrong. Neither I'm going to go behind it. So both are wrong. Going behind it and saying that this is the only thing I can do is wrong, and not taking what has been given to you is also wrong, because
But is it not? It takes away your spiritual bandwidth. See, you have some spiritual bandwidth. See, you have family, you have to spend some time, and you have society that you can reduce. Now your job means some assignment, but you have to give your bandwidth, right? But if you don't give that bandwidth, your spiritual growth will be with a double what do you call positive impact. Positive impact.
No, it is like this. What I need to practice, I'll tell you. When I sit for breakfast, lunch, dinner, what is my state of mind is the first thing. If my state of mind is that I want to enjoy a lot of different kind of food and this one and that one, then I am into kama, sensuality. Same thing can be applied for job also. Okay, if I rather take it like you require food for living, so if somebody wants your help in the material world and you can provide that, and you are able to interact and give direction, or you are able to play that role, then you play that role. Take it as a role. I'm also saying that for what we are supposed to do also, we're just supposed to take a role, and the role will end. Just like I've taken one role, and that role, like it's, let us say I've taken as a scrum master. After some time, that scrum master role is going to end, and I might not find any other role to play, and they say that thank you very much, you are done a very good drama, now thank you, and there ends the matter. And if somebody gives me another scrum master role or agile role or this role or that role, whatever it is, take it, play it. When they say that, okay, thank you very much, we don't require any further of your dramatic services, come out of it. So there is no harsh feeling that I have to do it, and there is no feeling that I did it also. So let's say nobody takes me. That is even more good. So there is no worry. Now, let us say half a day I'm supposed to be spending, and that half day is also I'm not spending. Instead of worrying over that half day I'm not getting any work to do, or that this one is not happened, I will use that half day also in meditation, which is even more better. See, ultimately, if I am happy right now, that is the one which continues. If I am unhappy right now, that is what also continues. So the objective is to make the mind very happy, contented. So what I need to do is, as soon as I get up, just like you have Karagre, Vasate, Lakshmi and all that, we need to put happiness. I am presently extremely wealthy, extremely happy, and extremely healthy. All the three. And you make your mind stable in that, or stick to that, rather than saying that no, the bank balance is not there, and what happens to my son, he is going to college, and if he goes to MD, I need to pay so much money, and I think I should have a job. That means I'm unhappy. So I'm in search of unhappiness. Okay. And also I am healthy, but still I feel that what if that disease comes, what if this disease comes? That means I'm making my mind unhealthy. And then I am wealthy, meaning I have a home, I have a car, I have a two-wheeler, I have money right now to buy anything I want. Right now, in the sense, at this time, I'm not worried about 6 months from today, where do I have, or 1 year from today I have, or after 6 years or 10 years do I have. No, right now I have. So if I make this as my sankalpa, nature will automatically provide it to you. And you will always be in that state. That is how it works.
Yeah. I think that I fully agree. If you have that sankalpa, the nature will cooperate.
Yes. So, but to be honest, from 2013 till date, I have not even suffered one day without job. Simple. Something or the other, somebody will give me. So it will continue or it will not continue. That is separate. That is something to do with nature. But
You are not attached to that.
I am not attached to it. So say, let
It's
us.
like if you get good, if you don't get, maybe very good. That is what the spiritual approach, right?
Yes.
So you will get that bandwidth for spirituality.
Correct. So I'm not saying that I'm not going to work. I'm not saying that I'm going to work also. Take it as take it as it comes. Let us say there is a project which is going to come, and you want me to handle that. Okay. And if you come back and say that no, Vilas, you don't have to handle this. Okay. Simple as that. I'm not going to jump in joy that I'm going to work for another 6 months, or I'm not going to go into a real bad, sad note that, oh shit, it all ended. How will I now lead my life?
My question was, if you get it, your spiritual growth every day you are practicing, maybe X. If you don't get any assignment from outside, see, money flow is not there, but your spiritual growth will go to 2X.
No, it's not 2x or 3x. Here, what I can do now with this much of practice, what I have, I can still implement on the people and see how they react. So I can look at how many sattva people are there in the team, how many rajas and how many tamas, and what I should do about it.
Okay.
That is more important, right? So I can really see the gunas at play. And I can also try to help them in that way. So then I will get a lot of ideas how to help them. So the spiritual...
Yeah, you have helped me a lot. So that much I can say.
Yeah, so I can actually do that. So it is nice. So there is no loss of spirituality.
See, whatever you are doing for us, giving this knowledge and all that, that is a big punya phala for you, right?
Yes.
That too, you are fully practicing inside Buddhism approach, and you are preaching us in our own way of Vedic. Yesterday I was talking to Lata on that. You have adjusted to our environment.
Yes. Because for me, I have no conflict in any philosophy. So when a Sri Lankan talks to me, or from any of the other countries they talk to me, I don't talk about Vedanta unless they ask me. And whenever people here talk to me like Joshi or anybody, I will not talk about Buddha's teaching. But personally, I don't have any conflict at all.
Once you have understood really what exactly it is, then the conflicts will not come.
Yes.
Whichever way you go. Even if you read Bible also, you will not find any conflict. If you read Quran also, you will not feel any conflict.
Correct.
It's only the understanding which is putting a curtain.
Not only understanding, the attachment to it asks for curtain. So when you don't get attached to any philosophy and take it like a tool, then you are very happy.
I was reading whatever you sent that day on Jane, how this karma works.
Yes.
They put those black dots and white dots and things like that.
Correct. That is
the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yes, it's the same thing.
See, I don't know that I told. I used to go to one Ayurvedic doctor, this Kotakal Ayurvedichala. He is a Christian, and he tries to, and sometimes he forget that there are a lot of patients. There are a lot of patients waiting. At least you will have to wait for 1 or 2 hours to meet him. So when our turn came, me and my husband is like, he will keep asking some questions because he saw some Bibles and all kept over there. Something he started asking about Jesus and all. And he started talking to us for 1.5 hours. And he was telling, and he is an Ayurvedic doctor, so he knows the Vedas very well. So, but he is more attached to, he thinks Jesus is the only God and everybody should be worshipping him and so on. But the one thing which he was telling us, he said, yeah, so he was keeping his mobile there. And he said, if you are moving that mobile to the other side, and then it is like, then there is a sin which is happening. But if Jesus is moving it, there is no sin. So then I was thinking, okay, his understanding is correct. He is talking about karma. That when you say you are moving, so you are doing karma. But then when Jesus is doing, he's an enlightened person, so he doesn't do any karma. That's what he is trying to say. But the way in which it's being told is different.
Correct. Very true.
So I was just, then he was all talking about that you should pray to Jesus and all, and I was not feeling anything, what you say, odd. But I was just looking at how understanding is deep. But his idea of the God or the Brahman is Jesus. So it's same as what we call as Krishna or whatever.
Correct.
So his understanding is that way. So, but then I also felt he is one kind of a blessed person. So even though he's talking like that, I never felt angry or irritated or anything. I was just intently listening to him, because he was telling many things. He said, I know all the Vedas, and you see the Sahasranamas, you see it's all talked about. You guys are not understanding. All they are talking about is Jesus, he was telling.
Okay.
So in spite of that, I did not feel angry with him at all. So it's understanding what matters, and even when somebody is talking to you, is how you understand that is what makes your mind go this way or that way.
Right.
And he gave one small pocket kind of a book to my daughter, and she still keeps that next to her when she sleeps.
Wow.
She also has one small book. She's not that she's reading anything. She's simply keeping it next to her and sleeping.
Okay.
Even today, that was many years back, 2013 or 2015 we got that. I think still she has that in her bed. Yeah. So it's not a conflict, it's only that in different ways this is revealed, the consciousness is revealed to different people, and they make their own interpretation, and then a religion starts, and then people lose the real meaning behind it, and then goes behind only the externals.
Yes, that's correct. That's all happens. Then there is fight.
Yeah, then there is fight, yes.
Argument.
So I was thinking, so we could always argue with that doctor. And then say, no, what you're saying is not right, it's not Jesus, it is somebody else, it's also Krishna. We can also argue that way.
Correct.
Yeah, Vilas, I am getting a call from Jagan from my team. I think he is a COVID positive. I'll just attend that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, all right. Okay then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you. Okay, bye.
Bye.